Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me for another Mario Ramon review. I'm Mario Ramon and I appreciate you for taking time out of your day to click into my video. All right, if you like the video, definitely like the video below, subscribe to my channel, click the notification button so you can get all the videos hot and fresh off the press like a Krispy Kreme donut, okay? And also comment, all right? And share the video if you care. Now, I know I just asked y'all to do, like, light the cigarette and smoke it. But, you know, it's a lot of stuff you got to do when you're doing the social media. So I wanted to get those things out of the way, all right? Once again, thank you for hanging out. All right, so let's have some fun. We're going to talk about Married to Medicine, Season 8, Episode 4. It's New Year's, Old Problems. I think that's the name of the show. And it started out with all of the doctors coming home at like 14 o'clock a.m. They were coming home at 4 o'clock. They were coming home at 5 o'clock. They were coming home at 3:30. And then Dr. Simone, she said, I'm going to just take a nap and get right back to business. And, you know, when you're a doctor and you're in it and work is your everything and you're having things like COVID, you probably neglect yourself and your health, meaning you don't get as much sleep and you don't eat as much and you don't get enough bathroom breaks. You know what I'm saying? Or if you eat, it's just something real quick. And, you know, I ain't trying to be funny, but if I were a doctor working with COVID patients, as Toya's husband said, he had 10 COVID patients. Let that resonate. And then you have to eat, and heaven forbid you eat wings or ribs or hamburger or french fries, something with your fingers. Give me that iodine. Give me that alcohol. Give me that peroxide. Yeah. And, you know, these people are doing it. And, you know, Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie, they're still, you know, giving birth to these babies and everything. Hold on, let me cut this right here, because I don't want y'all seeing my shadow. My hands are going. I just can't take it. I just be in it. And my hands be going. I be like, and so and so and so and so, and I don't want the shadows to distract you. Okay, I'm cognizant. I can see it in my peripheral vision. So Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, they are, you know, giving birth to these children during COVID. And that's scary. You know what I'm saying? You're birthing your brand new child into a pandemic. That has to be scary for a parent. You know, and it also has to be scary for the doctors because they have to still do their job. And kudos to every last good doctor. If you're a crooked doctor who don't want to give people, you know, pain meds, proper pain meds, or you're injecting things into people and they don't know that, you go to hell. You go straight to hell and don't collect $200. You ain't got to do nothing, okay? You just go right to hell. They've been waiting on you, Pumpkinland. They saved you a couple of seats. They have a +1 because I know you got a friend that does that shit, and that's how you probably got into it. So they always keep a +1 in hell. So you go to hell. But for the good doctors, kudos and thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? We'd be fucked up. You know, I ain't trying to be funny. Have Toya give you a prescription. Have Toya give you a prescription, or Mariah. You see what I'm saying? You see how that turned left real quick? So honestly, thank you for the doctors. You know, we go in with different ailments and they work like that anyway, but during COVID, they work in overtime. Remember that song? Who sang that? Was it Vanessa Williams? Working overtime. Working overtime. They are working overtime. All right, so I just want to start out with Dr. Heavenly. She was helping this young lady named Miracle, and Miracle was taking her youth group to a kind of like a Black Lives Matter march. Not a march, but just a protest. Which it's a shame that we have been going through this shit literally since Harriet Tubman. Literally since Harriet Tubman, Emmett Till, Rosa Parks, Salma, all this shit. We've been going through this shit for billions and billions and fucking billions of years. My grandparents had to drink out of colored water fountains and use colored bathrooms and go, and they couldn't even stay at the same hotels. I was going to say go through the back of the hotel, but the devil was a lie. They couldn't go to the back. That was only for the entertainment. Like high class, like Lena Horne or Josephine Baker had to go to the back. But our grandparents were not allowed. They had to go to like maybe a motel or something like that. I would have died back then, bitch. I'm not going to even lie. If I can't have an ocean view, Lord, just come get me now. I don't mean any harm. It's just, you know, like sometimes people think like sometimes, and it's not to be, but sometimes people got to have a 2-bedroom. They just can't have a studio or 1-bedroom. They just have to have a 2. My sister's like that. I got 2 sisters. They have to have a 2-bedroom. They need the space. And for me, when I go to a hotel, I have to see a view. I don't want to look on the highway. I don't want to look at a parking lot. Now, if I'm in Beechwood, Ohio, I mean, come on now. You got to take your lemons and make lemonade. But if I have a choice or a preference, give it to me. Give it to me. You can give me the whole suite. I need a living room, a desk, a little eating area, a view, some water, something. Something. If you're going to make me reach into my pocket and pay for it, I'm going to have a little say-so over it. So Dr. Heavenly is helping this young lady named Miracle. And Miracle is fighting, and not fighting, but she's fighting for the rights of Black people. Our rights. O-U-R. And thank you, Miracle. Thank you, doctors, and thank you, Miracle. And thank you, Dr. Heavenly, for even helping this young lady. Because Dr. Heavenly told the lady, you get here and I'm going to replace that tooth. And what happened is Miracle was in this protest and a police officer just punched her. Now, my boyfriend just asked me, he was like, are you okay? Because I was crying. And I couldn't stop crying. And I thought I was going to be crying during this video. And if I keep talking about it, I might cry because it's just really sad. So I don't want to talk about that. Oh my God. To see a man punch a lady, it's just fucking traumatizing to me. And I have my own reasons. We're not going to even talk about it right now because you'll have to carry me out on a fucking gurney. But men, you keep your hands to yourself. Don't you touch a lady. And for that police officer to be a person of service, you know what I'm saying? Like a judge, a professor, a parent, a pastor. And he punched that girl like that and knocked her tooth out. It's just not right. And we've been dealing with this shit. Our families are dealing with this. My brother is dealing with this. I'm dealing with this. You're dealing with this. We're all dealing with this. It affects our community. It affects us as people. And I'm fucking over it. To be quite honest, it's kind of like when your husband's been beating you for 10 years and now the kid's grown, honey. He started when they was 10, now they 20, bitch. It's time to hit it at 2 a.m. when his funky ass is asleep. Or you gonna fight him back like Tina did in the limo? Now, what the fuck we need to do? Like, I'm at this point, what the fuck we